What's the part of yourself that you can only meet at 4 degrees in water? Sylvia, is Plunge Club a rebellion, a repair, or a revenge arc?
Good question. I think it's a rebellion.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are going to a different direction now. You know, everyone's pushing and in strenuous activities, not just in fitness, and also your workplace. But we're taking our recovery very seriously, and it's not something that you just go get a massage or you're doing something alone. You are recovering together. It's how do you feel good together with others, and we've built such a club that there's a 35-person sauna. You sit with your friends, you banter, but you feel good at the same time. And then you go into a cold plunge at 4 and 8 degrees. You take on a challenge, but it's always a sense of fulfillment after you step out of plunge. You're like, I did it. And I hope we take on that perspective every time we're in the situation that's hard. Take it on, head on, and the magic is in the things that we're avoiding.
What was it about that you're like, we need to bring this and make it a thing?
Yeah, I felt Singapore is my home, and I know my people, or I think I know, and I want to bring this to alleviate, stress in Singapore. And I think that a lot of people can resonate with that. Having lived on an island for 7 years prior to coming back to Singapore, I feel like it's just a concrete jungle, and everyone's bound in by an office desk or an office building. And these are anxiety, high stress, high functioning people. So there's not much space to breathe. So therefore, we need to create more sanctuaries, more spaces for people to breathe, and that's the purpose.
With the city known for being so stressful, what makes it worth staying?
A purpose to help people feel better together. You don't feel better alone. We are all meant for a social connection. What people want most is to be seen and to be heard. The moment that someone's looking at their phone in the train, they're all actually they're feeling awkward from connection. If you take away their phones, they actually don't know how to behave, right? But inside, all of us weren't meant to be lonely. All of us are seeking connection. But how do we give people a tool to connect with others easily? And this is where the programs in Plunge Club, such as like social evenings or musical events, allows us to relax and get into that mode of smiling and meeting people where they're at.
That's something quite unconventional at Plunge Club. Like, there's a very big social aspect. What gave you the idea to sort of run like R&B nights and that sort of hangout here?
I'm still exploring a lot of programs and see what works. R&B is like music is a common relief for a lot of people, and it brings people together.
What do you hope nights out looks like on a Friday?
Friday nights should start early so that you can sleep early, but also eat well. Come to Plunge, get your sweat out, detox the skin, get into the plunge and detox the mind, meet your friends and boogie, enjoy some good music. And basically, sauna and cold plunge is going to put you in a really good mood for the evening. It could be relaxing, or it could be a really deep quality sleep. Sleep early, have good sleep hygiene, and no hangovers.
Do you find that a lot of people from your former startup tech life find that peace here?
For sure. I think I see this evidently in all my friends coming here. They find like a sanctuary out of the hustle bustle. They don't have to wait for a long weekend to go to Bali and come back right into the bustle again, and you don't feel anything's changed much. So having Plunge Club, in the CBD and in Singapore, so that you can have a morning Kickstarter, a midday reset, or an evening unwind, I think is a game changer for Singapore.
What did you inherit from the busy startup world? And what do you intentionally unlearn when you came to Plunge?
The mindset that we have to be constantly hustling, because the moment we stop, we feel like the world stops. Actually, that's not true. So what I need to unlearn is that we do our best and we make sure that we give ourselves enough time to do what we need to do. Once that's done, we can accomplish ourselves. We need to take the small wins and celebrate all of it, but make sure we stay in the flow, stay in the discipline. The moment we procrastinate, we lose time. So that's what I take away. Oh gosh, first time I did a cold plunge, it was, I'll admit, no longer than 30 seconds. It was a shock to the system, as with everyone, I think. Wasn't prepared. I just went in thinking, this should be easy. So yeah, it wasn't. As I wasn't mentally prepared, I wasn't doing the breath work that, one should before getting in. It's a mind over body process. The readiness for the challenge actually put me, the second time was 3 minutes. And at 3 minutes is the maximum benefits.
Has your relationship to ambition changed? Is it quieter now or just a bit colder?
I think we are just getting the degrees started. We're just heating up.
Who is behind the scenes Sylvia?
She's really passionate to a very far extent and very stubborn. And I think that's actually a strength, because when I know something's good, I go all in and I stick to it. And I'm really glad that over the last 2 years, we've come so far and we finally, realized and actualized this place, Plunge Club. So yeah, that's her.